I extend a warm welcome to all of you to the International Conference on Language, Culture and Cognition that is being organized in collaboration with the Center for Study of Contemporary Theory and Research, affiliated with Adamas University, the School of Language and Linguistics of Jadavpur University, and the Department of Psychology of Sister Nivedita University. At this auspicious occasion, on behalf of the center, I must share with you the immense joy of being joined by the honorable dignitaries of the three collaborating institutions and globally renowned academics who have been very kindly accepted to be a part of this conference in varying capacities, and not to miss the highly motivated and enthusiastic scholars and students from the organizing institutes, other renowned institutes across India, and the Asian countries of Bangladesh, Iran, and Japan. Some of them will be joining us virtually, and we really wish that if they can visit our campus sometime near in the future. The theme of this conference somewhat germinated from a plethora of discussion among peers, colleagues, and students of these three organizing institutes. So it happened last year when we started discussing about the multimodal mechanisms in which we as individuals or social groups or as communities, how do we communicate? And through the process of communication, there's a constant derivation of meaning-making process. So with the, trying to understand how human communication works through the interaction of language, culture, and mind, so we came up with this very thought of having a conference on this particular theme. This 3 days long conference is going to witness a blend of a number of theoretical discussions through presidential address, plenary talk, keynote speech, and there would be 60 paper presentations. Also, we are going to have a practical skill-based activity. There would be 2 parallel workshop sessions. The outcome of this deliberation shall be made available in the public domain following publication in the Jadavpur Journal of Language and Linguistics. And on behalf of CSCTR, I once again welcome you all to this conference, and I hope that the next 3 days become intellectually enriching. And last but not the least, on the behalf of the center again, I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks and sincere gratitude to the respected dignitaries of Adamas University in organizing this conference and for their unwavering support. So our Honorable Chancellor, Professor Dr. Shomit Ray, our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Shuranjan Das, our Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Radha Tama Goswami, our Registrar, Professor Dr. Shobhik Roy Choudhury, our Dean Academics, Professor Shushanto Kumar Mondol, and our Dean Research and Development, Professor Momita Mukherjee, and our Dean School of Liberal Arts and Cultural Studies, Professor Tridip Chakraborty, and finally the Dean of the School of Health and Medical Sciences, Professor Anand Prakash. With this, I would like to call Annesha Bhattacharya from Sister Nivedita University to share a few words on this conference. Thank you.
Hello everyone. A warm welcome on behalf of Department of Psychology, Sister Nivedita University. So we are very glad to be a part of an international conference which deals with such an interesting intersection of language, culture, and cognition. And it's not something surprising that a primary means of conveying our thoughts is language. So that is precisely why the intersection of language, culture, and cognition, and precisely psychology, is so important. Not only that, it is through language and linguistics that we also understand the socio-cultural differences, the schema regarding gender, society that we all have embedded in us. So we are really looking forward to this conference. We are also happy that we have a robust representation of our students in this conference who are presenting in the form of oral and poster presentation as well. We're also very happy to see so many familiar faces of our dear faculties. So I welcome you all, and I hope we all have a wonderful co-learning experience in these 3 days. Thank you.
Thank you, Anisha. Can I please now request Ratul Ghosh, who is a PhD scholar in the Department of Linguistics of Jadavpur University, to share a few views on this conference.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to ICLCC 2024. It's a great pleasure as one of the collaborating institutes for this conference. I am going to be speaking on behalf of the School of Language and Linguistics, Jadavpur University. As Dr. Ombalika Guho, or as we call her, Ombalika Deepa in Jadavpur, has quite recently put exactly what brought this thing into existence. The idea that our multimodal expressions and how we are going to go about teaching and pedagogy, these were the issues that we were discussing last year. And the fact is, if one were to take even a precursory glance at the nature of the complexities that perplex our current academic discourses, it is no wonder that we get to see how incredibly difficult it is to approach the issues concerning culture, language, and the cognition of the same without these sort of interactions. So this is going to be a rather engaging 3 days to be sure. And furthermore, this is also to inform, this has already been mentioned once, the School of Language and Linguistics Departmental Journal, the Jadavpur Journal of Language and Linguistics, which is a UGC care-listed journal, is going to publish selected papers from this conference as a special conference issue. I guess without any further ado, we can begin with this conference. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ratul. I would now like to request our respected dignitaries to come to the stage for lighting of the lamp ceremony. The Honorable Chancellor of Adamas University, Professor Dr. Shomit Ray, so kindly be on the stage, and the Dean of Research and Development, Professor Dr. Momita Mukherjee, the Dean of School of Liberal Arts and Culture Studies, Professor Dr. Tridip Chakravarti, and the Dean of School of Health and Medical Sciences, Professor Dr. Anand Prakash, the Honorable Pro-Vice Chancellor of Sister Nivedita University, Professor Dr. Anupam Basu, the Dean of School of Health and Translation Research of Sister Nivedita University, Dr. Mala Roy, and Professor Indranil Datta from the School of Languages and Linguistics from Jadavpur University. I would request Vaishali to be on the stage to help the dignitaries in lighting of the lamp ceremony. Thank you. I would like to request all the respected dignitaries to take their seat on the dais. I would now request the Honorable Chancellor of Adamas University, Professor Dr. Shomit Ray, to come forward and felicitate the Honorable Pro-Vice Chancellor of Sister Nivedita University, Professor Anupam Basu. And I would like to request Vaishali to be on the stage to help with the felicitation. Thank you. Now I would like to request the Honorable Chancellor of Adamas University, Professor Dr. Shomit Ray, to kindly felicitate the Dean of School of Health and Translation Research of Sister Nivedita University, Dr. Mala Mitra. And I would request Anka Shah to be on the stage to help sir. Thank you. I would again like to request our Professor Dr. Shomit Ray to felicitate Professor Indranil Datta from the School of Languages and Linguistics, Jadavpur University. And I would request Kasturi to be on the stage. Thank you. Now I would request the respected dignitaries to take their seat on the dais, and I would like to invite on the podium the Honorable Chancellor of Adamas University to deliver the inaugural address from Adamas University. Over to you, sir.
Good morning. Dear estimated guests, scholars, students, and distinguished delegates, we extend a warm welcome to the Honorable Pro-Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Anupam Basu of Sister Nivedita University, Professor Dr. Indranil Datta, School of Language and Linguistics, Jadavpur University, and Dr. Mala Roy, the Dean of the School of Health and Translation Research at Sister Nivedita University. Welcome to the International Conference on Language, Culture, and Cognitions. It is with great pleasure that I extend a warm and heartfelt welcome to all of you who have gathered here from various corners of the world. Your presence elevates this event to a global forum of shared thoughts, innovative ideas, and transformative knowledge. Over the next 3 days, we will delve into the intricate relationship between the language, culture, and cognitions. At the heart of our discussions lies a profound understanding of the human mind's capabilities in processing information, constructing concepts, and conveying meaning through language and culture. Language and culture serves as the vehicle through which we express our experiences, perceptions, and beliefs. They shape our identities, influence our behavior, and define our collective consciousness. Through language, we not only convey information, but also cultural thoughts and social norms. Similarly, culture manifests through various symbols and shapes our participations and cognitive processes. As we explore the relationships between the language, culture, and the mind, we aim to foster interdisciplinary dialogues and the collaborations amongst scholars, researchers, and students. Together, we will unravel the intricate web of the human cognition and its manifestations in language and culture. I extend my gratitude to the organizing committee, our esteemed partners, and all participants for their contribution to this endeavor. Let us seize this opportunity to deepen our the understanding of the language, culture, and cognition, and pave the way for the future research and innovation in this field. Thank you, and once again, welcome to the International Conference on Language, Culture, and Cognitions.
Thank you, sir. I would like to request our Honorable Pro-Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Adamas Goswami, and the Dean Academics, Professor Dr. Sushanta Kumar Mondal, to be on the stage, please. Kindly take your seats. Now, I would like to request our Honorable Pro-Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Adamas Goswami, to say a few words on the conference. Thank you, sir. Over to you.
First of all, let me apologize for being late. I was sitting there, I thought of it as not being started. The conference, the subject matter, it's not my domain, but let me say 2-3 things about the topic on that the conference is being held. Now, so this is an international conference. What we can say is that the course, the relationship between language, culture, and cognition. There is a relation as an important indicator of cultural identity. Language can significantly shape the cognitive development of individuals. Language often functions as an organizer of knowledge, reflecting people's specific cultural views and epistemologies. Now, what is the concept of cognition and language? Now, cognition involves language, imagination, thinking, reasoning, problem solving, and memory. And now we are working on this field, the cognitive sciences. Now, our cognitive skills helps us organize what we know and generalize that knowledge into other areas. Language development is learning and processing language through reading, writing, and speaking. I am talking about the oral. So I hope with this conference could be a very good views can be exchanged, and I could see that 3 institutions, Adamas University, Jadavpur University, and Sister Nivedita University joins hands to organize this event. I could see many people. I know some of them very well. So within these 2 days of international conference, I wish them a very good success. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now I would like to request the Dean of Research and Development, Adamas University, Professor Dr. Momita Mukherjee, to share a view on our center and as well as this conference.
Thank you, Amalika. Very good morning to all participants, esteemed speakers, and dignitaries on the dais. So this conference, international conference, actually we under Adamas University till date we have established 10 research center in STEM and non-STEM field. And this center was established in this non-STEM area. And in last 1 year, they have we have already started doing various activities from this center, and this international conference is one part of that activities. So I am very happy to know that a large number of abstract has been received for this conference, and participants have expressed their overwhelming response, and more than 60 papers are accepted for presentation in 3 days meet, And we have a collaboration with UGC Care Journal for its publication of special issue. And I hope the all participants who have registered and present their papers during this 3 days meet, that will go through peer review, and after that it will be published in the international journal, UGC Care Journal particularly. So I hope all the best for this conference. During this 3 days meet, I am sure that you will interact with the eminent speakers, the peers who have done good research in this cutting edge in this field, and you will be happy to extend your idea with them. So thank you very much, and I wish a big success for this conference. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. I would now like to request the Raja Raman Chair Professor of Jadavpur University, the Pro Vice Chancellor of Sister Nivedita University, Professor Anupam Basu, to deliver the second inaugural address from Sister Nivedita University. Over to you, sir.
Very warm welcome to all of you. At the very outset, let me congratulate the organizers from Adamas University, from Jadavpur University, and from Sister Nivedita University to have made a great thing possible. Why I'd like to say that it is a great thing? Culture of interdisciplinarity is talked about in different fora, in different contexts, but seldom did I find an initiative to make it take root. Here, 3 words have been put in: language, culture, and cognition. Right? I would have liked if another word was added to it: technology. Because right now, all of us are immersed in technology, and technology is also interacting constantly with our culture, with our language, with our cognition. However, I think technology will be coming in as a hidden stream in the discussions. If I take these 3, presently those of you who work in linguistics or work with languages, you must have noted that a very big importance being laid on psycholinguistics. Psycholinguistics immediately merges the language and the psychology or the cognition, because it is known that we have got 2 parts in our brain, the Broca's area and the Wernicke's area, which are responsible for our speech understanding and speech formation. Now, if we look at the people, all of us do not have the same brain structure, same cognitive structure. Overall, the structure is same. But that is why we get children who suffer from aphasia, who cannot form sentences, cannot speak out properly. We get slow learners who face language difficulty. So all these things are interrelated. So the language, when I'll be talking about that probably for a little longer duration, a little later, words are very important. Now often we struggle to get hold of the proper word. Words are told as arrows, once you throw it, you don't have any further control over it. So choice of words, lexical choice as we call it. So there are several issues which come in, and that is variant with the culture. Right now, why I was mentioning about technology is a lot of languages are on the wane, they are dying. All right? We need to preserve such languages, such cultures. Language and culture are so interwoven that if a language dies, very soon that culture will also wither away. Therefore, it is essential to preserve languages, preserve culture, And that can be done through digital heritage preservation schemes and many other things. I am sure those things will be discussed here. But I would like to take this opportunity with the Chancellor of Adamas on the dais, that since such a nice initiative has been taken by 3 institutes, Sister Nivedita, Jadavpur University and Adamas, why can't we have one consortium in Kolkata as the first consortium of this kind in West Bengal, in the East? There is none such. We find much more interaction among these interdisciplinary interactions in the West. West means Maharashtra, Bombay, Hyderabad even, but not so much here. So I request the Chancellor to talk to the Chancellor of Sister Nivedita University and the Pro-Vice Chancellor of Jadavpur University. Right now at Jadavpur there is no Vice Chancellor. So I think we can certainly set up some sort of common working platform where the faculty of these 3 institutes can work together, can think of a limited number of scholarships where we invite research scholars to work on these issues. If that be so, I think this 3-day effort that you are taking up from today onwards will really reach a particular fruition. So with that request placed on the table, I once again thank you all very much and wish the conference all success. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I would now like to request Professor Indranil Datta from the School of Languages and Linguistics to deliver the inaugural address from Jadavpur University. Thank you. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Ambalika. I wanted to thank our partner organizations here, Adamas University, Sister Nivedita University. I am myself a linguist, so therefore I also pose as a cognitive scientist often enough. So I think I would like to sort of invite all of you to think about broadly a few questions. Independently, if you look at sort of cultural theory, if you look at linguistics, or if you look at cognitive sciences, these are independent sort of disciplines which have been in existence for the last, let's say, in the modern version, in the about 40, 50 years. And as a linguist, and I'll tell you this, that as I look more and more into sort of statistical models that make predictions about linguistic behavior, I come to realize that if I don't include sort of cognitive type of variables, or if I don't have cultural variables, then I'm not able to explain a lot of things. So I really truly would want to sort of congratulate the organizers for having thought of a sort of 3 parameters, broad parameters, over which you can sort of see how human behavior actually comes through. So to give you an example, more and more we are starting to think about something called social cognition because of the fact that language doesn't function independent of us functioning in the society. So therefore, the way that we sort of construct our experiments, we imagine somehow that the social doesn't interact with the linguistic, but that's not necessarily true. And through several sets of failures in our experiments, have we come to recognize that. So I truly hope that this conference will give all of you an opportunity to sort of broaden your horizons, think about different types of questions, and that's the sort of advantage of youth. Sort of be brave, ask difficult questions, take risks, and I hope that we are able to, as Professor Anupam Basu was also mentioning, that hope that we are able to basically synergistically move towards a sort of a multidisciplinary approach to these questions. Some of these questions will come up in the next 10, 15 years, and you will all be there to solve them. So thank you very much for being here, and thank you very much for having us as a partner.
Thank you. I would like to thank all the honorable dignitaries on the dais, and with this we will end the inaugural session, and I would request the honorable dignitaries to take their seats on the front row of the auditorium. We'll begin the next session, which is presidential address, in next 5 minutes. Thank you so much.